This episode is brought to you by our friends at Tropic Touch Tans, mobile spray tanning, owned and operated by two boss moms, servicing the DFW area since 2022, offering customized sprays to each and every client and lasting up to 14 days. Book today and mention this ad to get $10 off your tan and check them out on Facebook and Instagram at Tropic Touch Tans.
Hello, guys. Welcome to episode 8.
Welcome back.
This Was Meant for You podcast, and we are your hosts, Stephanie and
Marissa.
For this episode, we are going to talk about advice that we would give our younger selves or just younger people in general, and just food. I was gonna say food for thought, but that's not really that. I'm 33. She's 34. Mm-hmm. And I feel like we've been through some things.
We definitely have. And we're still trying to figure it out too, y'all.
Yeah. So we're just going to talk about some things that we would give our younger self, or things that maybe we would change.
Mm-hmm. What's something you would give your 18-year-old self?
I
really would love to kind of direct this more to everyone that's about to graduate this year.
Yeah, that'd be a good
Maybe we can dedicate this episode to our 2024 graduate.
Yeah, we could. This one's for you.
Yeah, we have some wisdom to share with you guys. So what kind of advice would you give your 18-year-old self, fresh out of high school?
Just in general, all of it?
All of it.
Okay.
Financially, relationships, everything.
Okay, first, financially, be smart with your money. Mm-hmm. I had 8 cars, mm-hmm. and I am 34 years old. So that is a lot.
That is a lot. Were they expensive cars too? Was it a waste of money? In other words,
yeah, it's a waste of money.
I've been through much money.
I've been through 8 cars. My car could have been paid off if I would have just stayed with the car that my parents gave me originally.
Yeah,
that one was paid off. That was $500 off the auction lot.
Yeah,
be smart with your money.
Try to save as much as you can.
Yeah. Save money. Friendship wise, if you keep friends, you keep them. If not, don't stress about it. It is what it is. And relationship wise, if you see the red flags, run.
Yeah, that's true.
And don't stick around.
18-year-old Stephanie.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
for sure.
That's good advice. That's really good advice. Save your money. The red flags are so important, for sure. I think I would tell my 18-year-old self is life isn't that bad. Hang in there. It's going to be okay. Wait to have kids if you can. But by the time I was 18, I already had a kid. But if
you could wait, you would wait.
Yeah, I could have waited for sure. I could have been more smart about my decisions for sure. Mm-hmm. And it's okay
to not know what you want to do.
Yeah, it's okay. It's okay not to know what you want to do. I don't think that I knew what I wanted to do until I was probably in my late 20s. And even now, I still question what I really want to do in life, because I'm more purposeful now at this age, where I'm I want to have a purpose. And so if you're fresh out of high school and you don't know what you want to do, don't run to college and start stacking up those student loans. I would recommend to take a year off after high school and really just focus on you and have some fun, some summer fun, enjoy the holidays. And then, when the new year comes, then you can start thinking about, what do I really want to do in this lifetime? What's going to make me happy? Because you definitely want to do something that you want, that's going to make you happy, bring happiness to your life, mm-hmm. and have more of a purposeful career than just follow. Don't go chasing money. That's one thing I would like to say.
Speaking of that, hold on. Speaking of that, we met through college. We went to Everest College, and thankfully our loans were forgiven because they shut down and they were not what they were supposed to do. So we went there for medical assisting.
Right.
Me in my place, my personal experience, went there for medical assisting. They told us our stuff would transfer.
Yeah.
They said, if you go on to be a nurse, your stuff will transfer. You have the credits, and you just have to take your nursing stuff. That was a lie. And I went back to school to go try to do nursing, because that's originally what that's what I wanted, because I did want to be a teacher, and then I seen how much money nurses make, so I was like, oh no, I'm gonna go be a nurse.
Yeah.
So I did medical assisting first, because I did have a baby. And I had to do something quick to make me some money. And then when I went to go transfer to do nursing classes, I had to start all the way over. And when I started over and I started taking those classes, I was like, oh, heck no. Just
Yeah.
kidding. I don't want to do this. I'm not made for this. So then I stopped and I did medical assisting for like 6, 7 years. And then I started going back and I was like, no, I need to go do what I really want to do. And started taking classes again for teaching. And now I'm a teacher. So
Yeah.
just take your time and figure out what you want to do.
Yeah, listen to what you really want to do. Don't try and take the fast way out,
Yeah.
the easy way out, or go with the thing that's going to make you the most
Yeah.
money. You can literally make great money doing something that you love every day,
Mhm.
somehow, some shape or form.
If you put your mind to it.
Yeah, you do have to put your mind to it. But yeah, don't just go enroll in college thinking this is what you want to do, and then you have money that you have to pay back the rest of your life, probably.
Yes.
So just be careful. I have 2 teenage boys, as y'all know, if y'all been listening, and I have preached to them to learn a trade, whether it's plumbing, construction, welding, just something that they can, like blue collar jobs, because
Mhm.
these AIs and all these robots in this new world,
Technology
is just taking over. I mean, it
Mhm.
scares me because I feel like eventually it's going to take over the real estate business. And I mean, it's crazy. So try to learn something that nobody can take away from you, that technology can't take away from you. And you can always become a business owner doing those blue collar jobs, learning those trades.
Mhm.
You can come up with your own company and be very successful from it. Yeah, and then just wait to have kids. Don't jump into anything serious too soon. You have a whole lot of life to live, God willing, and just enjoy it. Enjoy your
Mhm.
life as much as you
Travel.
can. Travel, see the world, do everything that you can before you have children. Because when you have kids, they are a blessing, yes, but they will take up the rest of your entire life. So
And all your money.
every decision you make once you have children has to be based around your kid. Yeah. Can I go on this trip? No, we have a baseball tournament. We have a football thing. We have soccer, whatever. So wait to have kids until you're really ready and you can really pour into them, and your kids deserve that too. Cause I know I had mine super young, and then because I made that decision, they had to struggle with us for a long time there. So your kids deserve to have parents that are grounded and know what they're doing and can give them their undivided attention.
Yeah.
So wait on children. I would say advice in your late 20s. I think in my late 20s was when I really started to think about, what am I doing with my life?
True.
Like,
you're like, oh man.
Yeah, because at that time I had a really great paying job at a hospital. I was managing a surgeon's office. I was making great money. I had great health insurance, but I was just not happy. I loved my coworkers. I loved what I did, but I was tired of being behind 4 walls all day long. I was like, there has to be something more to life than this. I couldn't just take off when I wanted to. And so that was an age in my 20s. And I think a lot of people hit their mid 20s and they're like, what am I doing with my life? Is this what I really want to do for the rest of my life? Because I know so many of us literally work to survive. And sometimes that can be just so draining. That's why we said it's so important to really think about what you want when you're in your younger years. So that way you don't get to that point where you're miserable at a 9-to-5 job because you just rushed into a career choice, you know? And it's okay if you get to that point too. You'll figure it out.
Yeah.
It's okay to change careers when you're 25 or 30 or even 40 or 50. Like if you want to go back to college and become a nurse because that's your purpose in life or whatever it is, then follow your heart and do it. You're never too old to change your whole life for sure. So you're never just stuck. Don't ever think you're just stuck. There's always options for you.
True.
Yeah. True. And then as for like friendships and things like that, I think every stage of your life, you're going to have new friends. You're going to meet new people in the different parts, in the different chapters of your life. And that is totally okay. Be open to making new friends. I struggle with making new friends. It's just because I'm a homebody and my job consists of me talking a lot. So when I don't have to, I just don't want to. I just kind of be quiet. But then when you don't have nobody to invite to your birthday party. No, I'm just kidding. And it's okay to not have a lot of friends too. You don't need a lot of friends either. No. It's good to know people, but just make sure the relationships you do have in your life are purposeful
Yeah, and genuine.
and genuine.
Yeah,
Be careful
for
with
sure.
that.
For sure. One thing I do want to mention is
My McDonald's cup.
save. We kind of already said this. Save your money. Make sure you're using your money correctly, and don't get crazy with credit cards and things like that. Just be
careful.
smart, be careful, and do your research. Make sure you read the fine print.
Yeah. And listen to your parents' advice, because I know it's hard for me, even at this age, to listen to my parents' advice, because we never want to think that they're right? But they are.
Mhm.
They've lived this life a lot longer than us. And you can, I know times have changed, but you can definitely just listen to their advice and do with what you want with it. But they usually know what they're talking about. So just be wise with your decisions, because you can literally ruin the rest of your life in your 20s just by bad spending habits or bad things that mess up your credit, and then you're in your 30s and you need a house and you can't.
Yeah.
And it's a struggle. It's a struggle, because I was not smart with money when I first got out of high school.
Me
and
neither.
Because of that, we struggled a lot. But we also didn't have anybody that really sat us down to teach
you. Yeah, that's
about
true.
finances. I've actually been thinking about, because I'm a real estate agent, I've actually been thinking about I hold home buyer seminars, but I've been thinking about doing one for seniors that are graduating high school, to talk to them about your mic is falling. It's like slowly going down as I'm talking to her. But anyway,
why?
I don't know. It's just like
yours hasn't fallen. Sorry, y'all.
But I've been thinking about doing seminars with them, just to teach them about credit, buying a house, renting, how to get their credit up, how to save money, things like that. Things that they don't teach you in high school that they should be teaching in high school. So I think if you can put yourself in some classes, or really just YouTube, take some time. You have time to TikTok. Take time to go through TikTok and learn about financing and saving and different hacks like that. What else?
What happened?
The camera, it kind of like went up, and you didn't see the whole thing move?
No.
That was weird. Okay. Ghost. The whole camera moved. You'll see when you record it.
I don't think I really have any other advice.
No. Any dating advice?
Uh-huh.
We did that a few episodes ago.
Yeah, we did that a few episodes ago. I mean, not to our younger self, but...
Wait. I would wait. If you're right out of high school and you're single, don't rush to go find Mr. Right. You're not going to find them. Men don't mature until they're in their 30s anyway. So. Are
you sure it's 30s? Because we're still waiting. But, no, I don't have any. I mean...
Yeah. I would say...
and I hate to say this, but I really think it's just like financial advice,
because it's so important.
It's so important.
That's how you survive in this life, and it's hard in today's life. I would also say, if you can hang out at mom and dad's house and live there a couple of years after high school, smartest piece of advice I could give anybody out there right now. The economy is hard. Renting is hard. When I first went out on my own, rent was like $700 for a 2-bedroom, 2-bath apartment.
Yeah, we had
that was affordable, and nowadays it's like $2,000 for a freaking 1-bedroom studio apartment. It's ridiculous.
Whenever we got out of high school and we got an apartment, we got a 3-bedroom apartment, and it was me and 2 others, obviously. And you know how much we were paying? We were paying like $800.
Yeah.
I'm like, where is that at?
Yeah.
But me, I mean, I have my house, thanks to my friend right here. But I have people who are paying more than my mortgage payment, and they're renting.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
It is crazy. When you're doing that, you're just kind of throwing money down the drain. I think it is safe for everyone. I know some realtors would be like, don't encourage that. I do encourage for you to rent if you can, because it gets you in the momentum of learning how to pay rent, a place to live every month before you get into such a huge responsibility of owning a home, because owning a home is a completely different ballpark.
Woo!
The mortgage,
taxes,
insurance, HOAs, like there's so much that goes into owning a home, and I think you do need to dabble into that before you just go full blown into becoming a homeowner. I think that if you could stay at mom and dad's house for a little bit of time and invest in a property, maybe buy a piece of land and just let it sit there. You can build on it one day, or you could rent it out for a mobile home, something like that. You could rent out a house for lease or an Airbnb. If you can find a way to stay at mom and dad's house to buy something that's going to make you some
Some money.
passive income, best advice ever. And you can literally be creative. Go online and look at different ways you can make passive income. You can rent jet skis, cars, houses. You can literally rent trailers, anything that's going to bring you some income. Tables, chairs, margarita machines.
It's not that much, but
Hey, any income coming in is good. And if you can do that for
Yeah.
yourself, do it.
Yeah.
For sure. Don't be so. Trust me, if I could move back in with mommy and daddy and let them pay all my bills.
I literally was just telling my parents, and my mom listens, so my mom knows, but I always mess with her, and I'm like, ugh, I live in an HOA community, so I have to pay HOA every April and every October. So I have to pay $300 in April, $300 in October, and I'm like, ugh, to not pay my HOA fee, like to not pay this water bill, to not pay this. I'm like, I'm just gonna go move back in with you. She's like,
She said nope.
no, yeah. But if I could, I would.
Yeah,
I would.
It's expensive out here. It's hard. It's very hard. So if you can get your life together those few years, take advantage of it. If you can
Mhm.
still live at home with mom and dad,
For sure.
offer to pay a bill, or if they don't want it, just respect
Buy
their
groceries
rules. Buy
or-
groceries. Just don't give them a hard time, because
Yeah.
they're doing you a really
Favor.
big solid by giving you that opportunity to go make some money, because you just never knew.
Yeah, and
But-
save. I don't know if we talked about saving, but
Yeah, open a savings account. Parents, if you're listening, you have 15, 16-year-olds, kids that can work now, teach them how to save. My
Mhm.
kids don't have a solid, like, legit job. My son works with my dad here and there. But once they start working, they're going to learn how to save. Me and my husband have already talked about it. They're going to give us a little bit of their money from
Mhm.
their check, not a lot, and we are going to open a savings account. They're going to learn how to save money, because they've got to.
Mhm.
It's so important. And it's so hard to save nowadays. So
Yeah.
hard, because everything's so expensive.
Yeah.
People just make enough to make ends meet sometimes. They're like, what money?
Yeah, what money?
What money can I save? But your income tax, save it. Any money that is money that you haven't, like, necessarily earned working 9 to 5 every day, and you get a bonus or you get something like
Something
that,
extra.
save that money. If you weren't expecting it, put it in a
Mhm.
savings account and let it just start building.
Yeah.
You know what my husband does? It's so cool. He is a cash guy. He loves to pay with cash everywhere he goes. Every time he gets ones, he does not spend them. He puts them in a stack. And he has like
Really?
500 ones right now stacked up. And that's how he
For the
saves.
strip club. No, just kidding.
So anyways, he has a big old stack of ones. And that's how he's learned how to, like, kind of save money in that way.
Mhm.
Just that's another way. He has money saved up other ways, but that's a really cool idea. If you just want to save a few $100s up, save all your ones, save all your coins, and then go to the bank. Don't go to the grocery store. My boys were doing that for the longest. They'd go dump their change into the machine to get.
That's what me and JJ do.
No, go to the bank. Take the time and wrap your quarters and wrap your dimes, and then go to the bank, because they don't charge you. Those machines charge you and take some of your money.
True.
So
True.
yeah, that's a good way. I mean, he's stacking up. He's like, this is just some extra vacation money for the summer. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, that is true. But I don't even carry cash
You don't carry cash?
at all.
I only carry cash because of him. I rather use my card, but he's just a cash kind of guy.
See, I don't carry cash, so
Yeah.
that'd
So
be
you-
kind of hard for me.
Yeah.
But I also don't know where my debit card is. It's been lost for like 5 years now. But nobody has used it, so I just use Apple Pay.
You know
everywhere.
it's somewhere. It's
It's somewhere in this
everywhere.
house. I just use Apple Pay everywhere.
It's probably in your dog's bowels. They eat everything.
Yeah, so like I was saying, I use Apple Pay or I Zelle everything.
Yeah, you do. I know. I just tried to give her cash a while ago. She's like, Dad,
No.
give me that.
I don't have it. Don't have it. Don't give me cash. But before we end this episode, I'm going to do a would you rather.
Okay, let's do it. These are always interesting and embarrassing.
And then you can do the next one.
I will.
Because I've done two. Would you rather have to be naked at work for an hour or be dropped off 2 miles from your house and you have to try to get home?
Naked. For how far am I away from home?
Would
2
you-
miles?
Yeah. So would you rather be naked at work for an hour? So you would only be at work naked for an hour, or would you rather be dropped off 2 miles from your house while you're naked and you have to try to get home?
I'd rather be dropped off. and I will just run like through houses and the freaking
Run
woods.
like the wind bullseye.
Yeah, and I would just cover my face as much as I could with my hair or something. I don't know, but at work everyone knows it's you, so you just sit there.
Imagine if you're like, hey, can I sell you a house today? Yes or no?
Yeah, no. I'd rather just run home naked.
Yeah, me too. Me too. Because then they wouldn't know that it's you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no one knows it's you. But I'm not a fast runner, so damn. But I'll get there. I think if I was naked, that's motivation to run.
Yeah. I think if you were naked, you would definitely run home as fast as you could, because that's embarrassing. But.
Well, we hope that this episode helps some of you graduates out, you 2024 graduates. If you're graduating this year, you have a kid that's graduating. Congratulations.
Congratulations. This
is
just
the beginning, and we wish y'all the best. Share this with somebody that you know that could use some financial advice. Maybe they just graduated or they're about to graduate. And share this with a friend.
Mm-hmm.
You can always follow us on
Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, and make sure you are leaving us reviews.
Yes, please.
Following us. Even follow us and leave reviews on the actual podcast accounts like Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Apple Podcasts.
Yes, please do.
Please.
And like I said, just share this with somebody that you know that may need to hear some advice. And we will see y'all, or y'all will hear from us on our next episode.
Ooh, 9.
Episode
9. We are almost there, y'all.
All right, we'll see y'all guys next time. Bye.
Bye.